Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of PTD6. Let's start the second map added in this last patch, Floody Valley. It's an expert map. So I'm gonna start with half cash, then Impoppable, and then chimps. So for this half cash gameplay, I'm gonna use Monkey Knowledge. This is an expert map, so it's quite difficult. So definitely Monkey Knowledge needed. And then as hero, I'm gonna go with the new one, Admiral Brickle. And this map has been designed and built for this hero. It's a water-based hero, so it's gonna work very well here. And yeah, let's just start. I'm gonna start with a sub in this position, so covering with the top part of the range, the path, right, but not too close to the left. This is important because not placing these subs too close to the left is gonna allow the darts to turn in the air and to pop the balloons in the other side that are coming up, as you can see here. So remember, more balloons pop means more cash. And then round 5, I'm gonna place here another sub, pretty much the same rules. This second sub though, you're gonna leave about like 2 units of range in the bottom, and yeah, both in first, and that's it. So yeah, this map, it's designed to use a water-based strategy. So subs, Buccaneers, Brickle, or even Pat could work, but Pat range is pretty small, so I don't know about that. But definitely subs and Buccaneers here are very good. So yeah, this start with these 2 subs, one in the bottom, one in the top, is gonna take care of all these early rounds, and is gonna allow me to save up the cash to then place Brickle in round 12. So I've tried this half cash gameplay just once. This is the second time, and I'm already recording, so I may do some mistakes. I'm gonna try to give you as many tips and to reduce, as always, RNG as much as possible. Now the free monkey, because it's just bad placing it anywhere, and I don't want to really spend any cash to upgrade it to make it able to attack, I'm gonna place it here behind this rock, so it's gonna be safe. And yeah, round 11, next round is where you can place a Brickle. And here we go. Now Brickle closest to the left, right? And now look at the side of the ship. You wanna have the line from the water, right? Cutting in half the side of the ship. So this side of the ship, right? You wanna cut it in half with this line. And then set Brickle to strong. This position is gonna allow you to cover enough portion of this top side, but also enough portion of this middle portion. And remember, towers placed here cover a larger portion of the map because this turn is tighter. So a tower with a range right here covers more of the path than a tower, for example, here. Alright, so remember about that. And next is placing a Buccaneer. Now, why a Buccaneer and not, for example, I don't know, a sub, another sub? For the very simple reason that Buccaneers are gonna allow me to then eventually pop Bloons to have some pretty nice popping power as soon as I get the grapes. The problem with subs is that until you get air boost darts, their piercing is pretty bad. So they're not very efficient at popping Bloons. So I like more Buccaneers because as soon as you get the grapes, you're gonna be able right away to do a lot of damage to Bloons. Plus, of course, he's a lot popping power, and yeah, you're gonna see here in this gameplay how strong Buccaneers can be if you know how to use them. Now the placement of this Buccaneer, it's pretty simple. Closest to the bottom, right? So closest to Brickle, and then closest to the left. The range should be able to cover all this area, and yeah, that's it. Now I'm gonna go with the Buccaneer 010 right in first, Around 22 should be easy. Around 23 is when you need to use Brickles over 3. So just to be sure of destroying everything, just use it. This camo balloon, is better to let it go past. If you're trying to like place any tower or any upgrades trying to pop that single camo balloon, you're gonna end up wasting too much cash on that, and it's not gonna be good. So I just recommend you to let it leak, and yeah, don't worry too much about that. So with the mines, Brickle can already pop lab balloons around 28, so it's not like you can't pop lab balloons at all. But I always prefer getting hotshot to once again reduce RNG of having any lab balloon getting past or being popped too late. And so I can use Brickles over 3 for these last yellows around 27, because I know that in this round I can pop already all these LEDs. And next I'm gonna get this Buccaneer 220. Now this upgrade right here, hotshot, it's very strong, because it's gonna double the amount of darts and double the amount of grapes that the Buccaneer shoots. So that's pretty much double damage, and it's a very cheap upgrade as well. So with a 220 Buccaneer, now you're doing tons of damage. And yeah, you don't need to use Brickle's abilities. And the cool thing is that if you place Brickle in round 12 and you have the hero's knowledge to give more experience to heroes so that they can level up faster and so on, you're gonna be able to get her level 7 for round 33. So that means that you don't even need to like get anything with camo detection. You're gonna be able to pop camo balloons with the hero itself. And yeah, sometimes depending on RNG, some balloons may be able to get past, but in that case it was just a red balloon, so don't really mind about that. It's 0.5 cash, so not too bad. And then I'm gonna now place this up here. Alright, so closest to Brickle, closest to the left. 001 sub. And then I'm gonna get Herbo starts, then 202, then 203, and that should be round 40 approaching. It's very important using Brickle's abilities very well, especially then in the late game. If you can time Brickle's abilities well, then it's gonna be very easy. Remember as always that you can always click the home button and you can restart the round. So if you feel like you had too bad RNG, or you just used badly the abilities, you can just reset and you can just retry again. Using Brickles level 3 for those okay, here first, yeah, I always forget about that. And Brickles level 3 for the rainbows around 35. Then here you want to set Brickle to first, alright, and that should increase a little bit the probability of popping those camos. And yeah, that should be around 36 as well. Defeated. This is the sub with advanced intel in first. Set Brickle once again too strong. These these LEDs seem a little bit too much, but you should be able to pop everything. That is just the damage that the Buccaneer can do. Plus now the sub with advanced intel can attack in range of other towers, so you can attack the balloons down there. And yeah, it's just nice. Now for these lab balloons, I'm gonna use Brickles over 3. There are also some zebras mixed, so yeah, it might become nasty. So just make sure of using the ability for round 38 and not for round 37. And then now sub 203, you have enough damage to survive round 39 just like that. And then round 40, start it, use Brickles over 3, and that's the mob gun. And then from now on, you are gonna, well, in these 40s, you're gonna need to use Brickle ability when there are some ceramics coming up. So around 43, 47, and 49 especially. I'm gonna get first this sub 204. this is going to improve drastically the piercing, the damage, and the damage on map class balloons and the ceramics. So here, Brickles over 3, right, for these ceramics. But that's gonna be the only AP Dar sub that I'm gonna get. I'm gonna next get this Buccaneer 320. Once again, just exploiting the nice range and the fact that more attack speed means more darts and more grapes. So you can see the grapes, how large area they can cover. And then next I'm gonna get some plutonium reactors, both the top and the bottom. So 47, Brickles over 3, remember. And that should be next the Buccaneer, upgraded. There we go. Okay, at this stage you need to start worrying about round 63, right? Because round 60 with Brickles level 10 it's gonna be easy. Then every time you're gonna need, like around 52, you can use Brickles level 3, around 54. So it's not really that worrying. But then around 63, the 3 ceramic rushes, how you're gonna be able to beat them? And the answer is with a Maelstrom. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna get a 401 Plutonium reactor in the top first, because this is gonna allow me to have less cooldown on Brickle's abilities, and also to pop balloons with the sub itself. So it has been buffed in this last patch. Now with the bottom path twin guns, you can also enhance the speed at which you're gonna damage the balloons with the reactor. So it's gonna be quite nice. And you can see how problematic these lab balloons are. I can only pop LEDs, remember, with the mines and with the grapes from the Buccaneer. So it can become very, very bad dealing with lab balloons, especially the ones coming from the bottom, if you can pop them, right? So that's why, as I got this Plutonium reactor in the top to do damage, and especially to reduce the cooldown of Brickle's abilities, I'm gonna do the same now with the bottom sub. So I'm gonna get also this sub to Plutonium reactor. Again, being able to pop LEDs, being able to add that extra damage. The cooldown in this case is not gonna be that important, but the fact that I'm gonna be able to pop LEDs as they come out also in this bottom side is gonna be very important, especially for round 63, because round 63 has the ceramic rushes mixed with LEDs, and LEDs are gonna completely destroy the projectiles from your sub or from like anything else, even from the Maelstrom, if you don't have it covered. So for that reason, I think just getting here another Plutonium reactor is just the best. And then for round 52, you could see I used the Brickles over 3, alright, for when the bottom mob was too close. And here round 54, I'm gonna do the same. So using Brickles over 3 right now for this mob and this mob. And then here, as I reach 3200, yeah, here we go, that should be enough for the sub. I'm gonna just get it 401 just to enhance once the damage from it. Alright, and that's it. And now I'm gonna start building the Maelstrom. Now the Maelstrom is gonna be needed also for round 61, so that's why I'm building it so early. Yeah, remember, even if the attack shooter itself doesn't have enough range or line of sight available to destroy the balloons, with the Maelstrom you can actually pop the balloons. So yeah, it's just the best ability, because it's gonna be helpful not only around 63, but then in all the rounds where you're gonna have a lot of ceramics, plus around 76 and 78. Remember, the fact that you're gonna remove the camo status from the balloons means that the second ceramic rush around 78 is gonna be super easy, because they're gonna be, all those camo ceramics are gonna be turned into normal ceramics. So the maelstrom will be effective against those balloons, and yeah, that's easy. Alright, also round 59 is very easy now because you can pop those camo LEDs with the plutonium reactors. So yeah, no trouble whatsoever. So that's the maelstrom. Here we go for round 60. I'm gonna use now Brickles level 10 and the Brickles level 3 for all these 4 mobs on close of each other, on top of each other. And now I'm gonna start building some 032 subs. So exploiting the fact that the ballistic missile has been buffed in this last patch, and now the damage that it does is pretty good. So let's just place a sub right there, right? And now here we're ready with the maelstrom. You want to use the maelstrom when this mob here pops, all right? So just like that, and this should be fine if I remember correctly, right? Because these balloons, yeah, are gonna be popped by the reactor, right? Good. 020 sub, right? Getting first ballistic missile. But I think right here I'm not gonna upgrade anything because I'm gonna need the cash to sell the maelstrom and then to replace it back up again. So around 62 there is this 45 mob that you want to pop with Brickles level 10. It's very important popping it fast. And now another thing they have to be careful is that when the balloons are gonna come from the top side, right? They're gonna leak from the bottom and they're gonna be away from your towers. Like imagine Buccaneer, imagine Brico. So it's more important to pop first all the mob glass balloons and all the balloons are coming from the top, because then the balloons in the bottom are gonna be popped when they are in range of the Buccaneer and of Brickle, so you're gonna be able to do a lot more of damage to those balloons. So remember this. Now around 63, 64 and 65 must be chained one after the other, so you need to use the abilities as I'm gonna do in the same order as I do. So you're gonna use Brickles level 3 for the first ceramic rush, then for the second one maelstrom, then you wanna sell the maelstrom, you're gonna place another one to have the cooldown back up again in time for the third rush, and you're gonna use maelstrom again. Then around 64 you're gonna use Brickles level 3 once again for the Moabs, and then Brickles level 10 for the top 45 Moab, and that's it. Then you should be able to afford the ballistic missile for round 65. So remember that order. So first Brickles level 3, right, for these ceramics, just pop it here. I think I use it a little too late, but let's see here. I mean, it's fine, it's fine. So I'm gonna take it. I should have used it a little earlier, so before the ceramics come out. Then maelstrom here, just use it for the second ceramic rush, right? So here we go. Then sell maelstrom, place another one, and get the maelstrom ability once again. It's just for the cooldown. If otherwise you just let the cooldown go normally, you're not gonna have it back up again for the third for this third ceramic rush. So use it again, and here we go. That's round 63. Now remember what set round 64. So you want to use your Brickles level 3, right? Now, right when this mob turns downwards, then you're gonna use the level 10 for that top 45 mob. Now, unfortunately, I didn't damage that mob with the explosion, but it was enough. So still, that's fine. Now for round 65, you should be able to have your abilities back up for the last portion of it. So I'm gonna just get here ballistic missile, and now for the ceramics, you want to use the maelstrom. Right, when the ceramics are going to start overlapping each other, you want to use the maelstrom. Then you want to use Brickles level 3 and then Brickles level 10 for the top BFP. Remember, always the top. You need to use Brickles level 10 always for the top. So these are the ceramics when they start overlapping. Right now, right, here we go. Should be it for the ceramics. Then Brickles level 3. Here we go, and then top BFB. Alright, that's it. So you need to do this in the correct order, because otherwise it seems that you can still survive, but it's a lot harder if you don't use the abilities in this order. So yeah, that's around 65 gun. Now around 66 you should be able to get this sub here into airboat starts. So now you have more attack speed with the ballistic missile and also more damage with the darts themselves. And you should be fine if I remember this one. Just these last 45 mobs are annoying, so use Brickle Servo 3 as soon as it's off cooldown, and yeah, that should solve everything. And then here placing another sub. Alright, closest to the bottom, closest to the left, and this is gonna be another ballistic missile sub. Then here from now on is where I don't remember exactly when to use the abilities, but just look at the balloons, and especially when there are a lot of balloons coming from the top, that's when you want to use the abilities. I think that until, for example, this BFB, just use level 10, right? Just pop it a little faster. But I think other than that, it's like you want to use the abilities in round 71, then like 75, 76, and then until round 80 you're gonna use the abilities each round. Right, so another ballistic missile here. Nice. Also the range increase is very good, so it's not just the damage from the ballistic missile, it's also the increased range. That's very nice. For these mobs, use Brickle Servo 3. That's what I was talking about. Just too many of them, they're gonna start overlap each other, and that's when things turn wrong. So just make sure to prevent that. Now with this second ballistic missile, I'm pretty sure that right now you should have enough damage to destroy the balloons, the BFBs, as they come out. So you could see I didn't need to use Brickle Servo 10 and I was still fine. And I'm gonna use here, I'm gonna place actually another sub right here, right? The important thing is having these subs in range of Brickle, because in that way you're gonna exploit her level 3. 73 here. Should be fine. Actually, there is a ceramic right there, so let me retry that one. I don't remember exactly each round, so I may screw up. So let's just use hit the Maelstrom actually. So Maelstrom now. All right. So let's start building this up once again. Right, let's use here Brickle Servo 10 for this top BFB once again. Most important thing to do. When the BFBs come from the bottom, they're a lot easier, because as they pop, you can see here they are in range, as I said before, of the Buccaneer, of Brickle, so it's a lot easier to destroy them. Yeah, just getting here another ballistic missile, and then around 75 you're gonna use Brickle Servo 10 for the top BFBs, and then her level 3. And I think that's it, because then for round 76 you just need to use Maelstrom, for round 78 as well just Maelstrom, and then for round 77 you need to use Brickle Servo 3 and level 10 most likely. So now here again, be careful against the top BFB, so not the balloons, not the BFBs coming from the bottom, but the BFBs coming from the top. So they should be coming out right now. So let's use Brickle Servo 3, alright, as these 45 mobs almost get past. Right, Brickle against those mobs in the top, those BFBs, and here we go, nice. And here we go, round 75 is gone. The important thing is saving Maelstrom for this round, round 76. Alright, And yeah, why not? Let's just start building a fourth ballistic missile. Should be the last one that I can build. So level 10 again for these top PFPs, and then Brickles level 3, and that should be enough. Right, so for the first ceramic rush, Maelstrom, second ceramic rush, Maelstrom, and that's it. You can see that right now you're also doing a lot of damage with the subs themselves. So the Maelstrom is just to clean up the Bloons a little faster, but it's not like 100% needed. Here we go. Actually, I'm gonna try to show you the second ceramic rush without using the Maelstrom, just to show you how strong these subs with ballistic missile are. So look at this. No abilities needed, nothing used, and boom, gone. And for round 79, once again, you don't need anything other than Brickles, probably just the Maelstrom for the 45 BFBs. But I mean, I could be building here something else, but I'm not building it. This BFB, exactly this one. So let's use Maelstrom right now. Oops, wrong ability. I think I was able to pop almost everything. Yeah, no lives lost. So, but definitely you needed to use Maelstrom a little earlier. I did confuse the hotkeys, so I ended up using the bomb. That you want to hold to this ability because you want to use it for the Oh My God. So round 80 and then Brickles level 3, and that's it. So I hope you enjoyed, and see ya. Bye bye.